Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having a great day. Today I'm going to be reacting to another video by AMUSED called My Birth Defect. Now I've personally never met Bryson, so I had no idea that he had any sort of birth defect. I'm guessing by the thumbnail it has something to do with his vision, but you know what they say, you shouldn't judge a YouTube video by its thumbnail. So we'll see what's actually going on here. The link to the original video will be in the description below. Please like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get watching this.
We've got new merch.
All right.
Bryson Elf on the Shelf plushie with a reindeer ham, ham socks, and ham pajamas.
Okay.
Or as I like to call them, pajamas.
Ah.
They're all super comfy and make for great stocking stuffers.
All right.
All of these are available
Duly
separately
noted.
and in cool bundles with limited edition Black Friday discounts.
Okay.
Go check out the store using the link in the description and get yours in time for the holidays.
All right.
Hey Bryson, look over here. I've got a toy for you.
No, look over here. I've got a snack for you.
Okay.
Whoa, he's looking at both of us.
Oh.
Should we get him checked out?
Meh, he's probably fine.
Oh. Oh, I think I just paused at the most detrimental time. I think that there's a problem there. Bryson's mom and dad, you need to get his eyes checked out immediately because last time I checked, that's not normal for both eyes to be looking in different directions.
Unless you're like the spawn of a chameleon, that is not okay.
Oh, ow.
Hi, I'm Bryson.
Hello, Bryson.
And today, I'm finally gonna fulfill a promise I made 6 years ago.
Whoa,
Also,
what?
my eyes are kind of messed up. I'll talk about it in a future video. But anyways,
Okay, that's enough of that. Now, I know what you must.
It's really interesting to see like one of Bryson's older videos being featured in his most recent video. It's interesting like how different his style is now compared to it once was. I don't think I've ever actually reacted to some of his older videos. So, if you guys think I should react to some of the older Haminations videos, let me know in the comments.
Be thinking, why did it take you 6 years to finally talk about this? And to that, I say, I don't know. Get off my case, dude. You're not my dad. Our story begins 23 years ago.
All right.
My mom was pregnant, and she, my dad, and all my siblings were hoping for a girl, since she
Okay.
had 2 boys in a row. Then, much to everyone's disappointment, she had another boy.
Oh, I think I
Me.
remember hearing about this.
Little did they know, the disappointments were just getting started.
Oh, no.
Before I could even speak, my parents...
Oh no, that last scene was borderline terrifying. I gotta pause at that real quick, hang on.
Little did they know, the disappointments were just getting...
Oh, yeah. Always make sure if you have kids, lock the doors to like the pantry and pretty much anything that potentially have toxic stuff. I mean, look at rat poison, a mouse trap, bleach. Yeah, this is a disaster waiting to happen.
Before I could even speak, my parents noticed some issues.
Why
Okay?
do his eyes look like that?
My left eye would drift. Sometimes
Okay.
I'd be wall-eyed, and sometimes I'd be cross-eyed.
Wow.
I think this baby is a dud. Send it back and get a new one.
No, that's just horrible. Send it back and get a new one. That's such a horrible way to think of it. I know it's a joke, but still. I mean, kids aren't like something you can just get from Amazon. You can't just refund it for a new one. Oh, that's horrible.
There's even a family photo of me wearing Mr. Potato Head glasses.
I think he's trying to tell us something.
In fact, there are a lot of goofy pictures of little me. Look at that. Not a thought behind those eyes. Eventually, my parents took me to the eye doctor and
Good.
ran some tests.
Look here, buddy. Follow the pen. Yep, just like that. Okay, all done. Have a lollipop. Yeah, his left eye's looking a little lazy. There's a few things we can do to try and fix it.
Okay, like
Unfortunately,
what?
there's nothing we can do to fix his critically low IQ, though.
They tried putting a patch
Oh man, you know you got it rough when you're like a freaking infant or a toddler and the doctor is telling you you got a low IQ. You know you might not necessarily have the best future in store, but obviously that's not the case because I mean look at Bryson. Despite having his low IQ, look what he's done. He's like a famous YouTuber with millions of subscribers. He has merch. He's like made it. So let that be a lesson to anyone out there who's like doubting their self-worth. No matter where you start in life, you potentially can achieve greatness. With a big enough support network and enough raw talent, you can achieve practically anything. And look at little tiny Bryson. He looks like a little pirate. That little patch on his eye. That's adorable.
over my good eye so that the left one would pick up the slack.
Ooh.
And they tried prescription glasses with
Okay.
a stronger lens on the left side. Neither worked very well. Plus, I didn't like wearing them because I'm not a nerd.
Welcome back
Oh.
to Top 10 Things That...
Look at Brody's just disapproving glare in the background. Like,
Excuse me? What did you just say?
but I don't see, like, why glasses get such a bad rap. To me, I personally like when people wear glasses. I think it personally makes them look smart instead of look more like nerds. Because there's a difference between being intelligent and being a nerd, you know? So if you know anyone out there who wears glasses, try to appreciate that, please. Don't make fun of them for it. It's not their fault their eyes are different than yours. You know, cut them some slack.
aren't true. Number 1, Bryson claiming to not be a nerd. Number 2,
That's debatable.
me claiming that I'm fine. Not.
Plus, the eye patch temporarily turned me into a pirate,
I
so
was just
they
saying that.
decided to try eye surgery instead.
Okay.
As you might expect, I have no idea how this surgery works, but here's my interpretation.
All right. Oh, jeez. What? That's insane. Like, if that actually worked in real life, no one's eye surgery would ever work. I don't know how eye surgery works either, but that's insane. All the insane things that they're doing to little baby Bryson's eye. Ugh, that's just hilarious and messed up at the same time.
Here you go.
My eye was good as new.
Good?
Or was it?
Uh-oh. Whoa.
I can see fine out of both eyes now,
Good.
but my right eye is very dominant. So
All right.
when I'm tired, my right eye takes the wheel and my left eye wanders.
Wow.
My left eye is just a slacker, I guess. He's just like me. Since my right eye is usually in charge, sometimes in the middle of doing something, I'll close my right eye and realize that my left eye was looking at something else entirely.
That's such an interesting surprise, but at least in this particular instance, it was a good surprise. You're focusing on a video game, you squint your eye, then you're looking at your best friend. I mean, that would be a view worth having right there.
Whole time.
Whoa.
Jeez, what a jerk. I'm gonna pull up next to him and stare him down. And then
Okay.
maybe even share a rude hand gesture with him.
But Bryson, how can you stare him down while also keeping your eyes safely on the road?
Good question.
Trust me, I got this.
This is really dangerous in real life.
A disadvantage of my
That was great. The other driver's reaction, I have to see that really quick. Hang on. Stupid Cybertruck. I didn't even notice it was still messed up. It's still like looking back like, I am enjoying this. I am reveling in your demise. This is great. I love this.
disadvantage of my eyes being weird is that the floating finger illusion has never worked for me.
Really?
Apparently, for normal people with normal eyes, if they hover their fingers in front of their face and focus on something in the distance, it looks like there's a magic floating sausage in between their fingers.
I was gonna say that's true. It is true, but I've never heard it described like that. A magical floating sausage. It is true. Try it out. Just look at something and put your fingers together, and yep, there's a little third finger in the middle. It's totally weird how vision works like that.
But I'm not like other guys. It doesn't work for me.
Aw.
It just makes me look stupid in public when I try to do it. Maybe the illusion doesn't even exist.
It's understandable, but let's be real. If you were actually doing that in public, even if it did work, you'd look stupid regardless. Trying to like make the floating finger illusion. If it worked, you'd still look kind of weird just standing there like this. Hey, it works, or it doesn't work. You'd look like a complete idiot.
What? I'm just supposed to take your word for it? I've never seen it, therefore it's probably not real. Just
Okay.
like the curvature of the Earth.
Oh, okay.
I think part of the reason that my left eye is lazy is that since I have blue eyes, I'm more sensitive to sunlight. And as a kid,
That
I
is
developed
true.
a nasty habit of going outside and closing my left eye to avoid the sun. I should have just
Oh.
used sunglasses, but my critical thinking skills hadn't developed yet.
Yeah, that would be a smarter thing to do, Bryson. But you know, he is right. It is shown that having blue eyes, it does kind of make it so that you're more sensitive to light. I think it's because without the pigment in your iris, you know, the colored part of your eye, I think it's your retina and maybe your retinal nerve that's more sensitive to light. So more light's getting in.
Still waiting on that, actually. Some people have noticed my lazy eye before because it wanders when I zone out. And
Okay.
being the goofy little airhead that I am, I zone out a lot.
That's understandable.
My eyes unfocus, and I begin to imagine whatever my silly brain can come up with. A shark with legs. A
Wow.
button that magically kills every mosquito. A little spaceship. Food I want to eat. And
Wow.
sometimes I think about absolutely nothing at all. Then
That last bit is relatable. I think nearly every dude on the planet has had that moment where you think of pretty much nothing at all. Because I'm sure that most of us are the stereotype that women like have their like brains going like 24/7, always thinking of something. And the stereotype of guys is that we're just like half the time just not thinking of anything at all. And to some extent that's true. Sometimes I'll just have a moment where I'm not really thinking of anything at all, or at least not of anything important. Something that's like random nonsensical crap. But so yeah, this is relatable. Look at the fly landing on his eye. That's gross.
I zone back into reality, only to realize that I've been staring intensely into a stranger's eyes and making them very uncomfortable.
Oh, that's
or
the worst.
potentially making them fall in love with me as they get lost in my dreamy blue eyes. That
Yeah,
look
you
like
keep
the
telling
sea
yourself that,
after a
Bryson.
storm. That's never happened before, but a guy can dream.
Yeah.
What'd you say? I'm all eyes. I mean,
I paused at the best time. That facial expression and body language is just great. But it is sometimes weird, like we had that expression, you know, you just got a thing for girls with big blue eyes or whatever the expression is. And like, I think that to some extent that might be true, even if it's not directly necessarily for blue eyes. I think it could just happen with any eyes. Now, let's be honest, some people have really good looking eyes. Well, some people's eyes look terrible. You know what I'm talking about? Like some people just have eyes that look like they could just stare into your soul in a positive way. But other times you look some people in the eye and it's like, keep those light sensing orbs away from me. You know what I mean? Some people have just weird looking eyes or unusually intense negative eyes. You know what I mean? So kind of a blessing and a curse, I guess.
ears.
A weird ability that my eyes have developed is that I can unfocus them at will. Whenever I'm
Wow.
bored, boom, I can just make everything go blurry. It's great for when I don't.
You know, I think that can happen to anyone. I mean, I can do it too. I can just make my eyes focus and unfocus whenever I want. And last I checked, my eyesight is pretty good. I don't have like any noticeable eye defect. I don't have to wear glasses or contacts. So I think most people can do that.
To pay attention to something, or for when a movie goes too long without a fight scene. But
Wow.
a side effect of unfocusing my eyes is that I look really stupid while doing it. Look,
Really?
Okay, here's my special talent. I'm focused on the camera. Now I'm not.
Wow.
Now I'm not. Now
Wow.
I am. Now I'm not.
That's funny. Just seeing it in live action just makes it better. I mean, you can animate it 6 ways to Sunday, but actually seeing it in real time with his actual face just makes it even more enjoyable, I think, because you actually get to see how it looks in real life. This is both hilarious and yet sad at the same time. I'm amused, yet I feel so bad for you, Bryson.
Anyway,
I try my best to hide my affliction from the world, but sometimes I forget about my curse.
Okay.
Despite my efforts, I zoned out in high school once. And when I zoned back in, I was staring at a girl I knew.
Wow.
And I could see in her face that my cover was blown.
Wow,
Wait,
okay.
are your eyes? Yes, they're weird and disgusting, I know. We laughed it off and talked. As
Okay.
many of you know, I'm a very late bloomer. I looked way younger than a normal high school boy. Then,
You know, that is true. I remember talking about that when I watched his looking young video. He said like he has the face of a 12-year-old even though he was like 16 at the time. So it's understandable that this did happen. And it's nice to see that this girl kind of took it in stride and didn't like get all offended when Bryson's eyes were unintentionally staring at her. That's good. Because you know some people, if you're zoning out and you end up staring at someone, they get all offended and walk away or tell you you're a creep. So it's nice to see that she was chill about it.
and as we talked, the girl said, I just had a vision of you in the future.
Okay.
It's a glow up.
Really?
And her prediction still hasn't come true. I've been waiting all this time.
Whoa.
About time.
Wait, was that girl flirting with me? I guess.
I think she was, Bryson. Because let's be real, flirting can be kind of weird. No matter who you are, whether you try to flirt or you receive flirty compliments, it can be kind of strange. I think it is like that, though. Sometimes you don't realize someone's flirting with you until way later after the fact. Like, this happened in high school, and I'm not sure how, like, old Bryson is now. I think, like, 20-something, so, like, I want to say, like, half a decade later, at least. And now he's just realizing it. Understandable.
Stormy eyes have gotten someone to fall in love with me. Too bad I realized this 5 years too late. Anyway, back to my weird eyes. I looked it up, and apparently being able to unfocus your eyes manually comes from the ability to relax the ciliary muscle, and not everyone can do it. So
Really?
Hey, we all learned something today. Look at these pictures.
Okay.
I can do this with my eyes whenever I want. It's great. It's dissociation on command.
That's such a pleasant way to put it. Well, really not a pleasant way. It's such an interesting way to put it. It's dissociation on command. And, I learned something today. I honestly thought that pretty much anybody with functioning eyeballs could be able to blur and refocus images whenever they wanted to. So it's good to know that it's not something that everyone can do. It makes me feel a little bit more unique.
Oh no, I'm bored in class? Boom! Welcome to the blurry realm. My family and friends definitely make fun of me though, cause they can tell when I'm not listening to them.
Yeah.
So the other day I was repainting the guest bathroom for the 6th time, and
Wow,
then I
6th
decided
time.
that I didn't like any of the doorknobs in the house, so I had to replace those. And hey, are you listening to me? Use both your eyes. As I was saying, I think I want to rearrange the furniture.
Yeah, that's definitely the curse of having a lazy eye. It's like everyone can know when you're not paying attention. And his mom especially, because let's be real, you really can't get anything past moms. Moms are like the lie detectors or the private investigators of the human race, really. Think about it. Like, you almost can't lie to your mom or pretend you're paying attention because they know. I don't know if it's just motherly intuition or if it's just some kind of like innate thing that most women can do. But yeah, don't try to lie to your mom or don't try to pretend you're paying attention when you're not. Just pay attention, please.
Go for a more rustic style, and
you can also tell when I'm tired. Uh-oh, looks like it's past someone's bedtime. What makes you say that? And because of my wonky eye, my depth perception isn't great, and you guessed it, that means I'm terrible at sports. Honestly, I'd probably suck at sports even with
Oh, that's gotta suck. A tennis ball straight to the mouth. Ugh, jeez, that's terrible. But I guess that makes sense. I mean, typically you need both your eyes in order to have good depth perception. You need both of them to work at an optimal level. It's understandable that Bryson's depth perception isn't all that great.
perfect eyes because of my bad reflexes, but
Oh.
it's nice to have something to blame. I'm seriously scared to play basketball because I feel like there's a 50% chance that I'll get crossed up so bad that I break both my ankles and then get my nose broken by the ball. My physical form ain't built for that. My physical form is good enough to draw silly little pictures, though. At the end of the day,
Good to know.
I love my silly little eyes. They're a perfect match for my silly little brain.
You know, that's nice. I think more of us need Bryson's attitude, because I think lots of us have something that we're insecure about. Like, you know, like we might not be tall enough, we might not like the way our hair looks, we might be self-conscious about our weight. There's tons of things that you might not really like about yourself, but you should try to accept them because they make you you. All your quirks and imperfections make you unique, and you wouldn't be you if you were like everybody else. And that would be pretty boring. Imagine a world where everyone had like perfect vision or were the same height or the same level of strength. That would be really boring. Diversity is what makes our species great. So if you have anything that's troubling you about like your appearance or your mindset or anything, just try to take it in stride.
And by that I mean, the doctors can't fully fix either one of them. But they make me unique. And I can look two people in the eyes at the same time. Can you do that? No. Welcome to Street Magic with Bryson. You there! Come here and I'll show you a magic trick.
What? No thanks. I'm just trying to get to work.
Trust me, you're gonna love this.
What's happening?
Bryson, you're going too extreme, my guy. You should never try to force someone to watch a magic show, or really anything for that matter, especially on the street. This guy looks like he's just trying to get into the office, and you're there grabbing both wrists like, you're gonna want to see this magic trick, dang it. This is great.
Let me go!
Look into my eyes.
Oh, they actually are very striking eyes. They remind me of a stormy sea.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
getting lost in them.
Okay.
Can't look away.
Now check this out.
Whoa. Jeez.
Hi guys, it's me, your favorite.
I gotta see that again really quick.
See, I'm getting lost in them. Can't look away.
Now check this out.
That is terrifying. Imagine if someone could like actually just do that with that level of intensity. Just change your face from something that was like a thing of like borderline beauty into nightmare fuel. Yeah, this would traumatize someone for months, I think, if they saw this in real life. Bryson, you are such a goofball and I am here for it.
Hi guys, it's me.
Well guys, that was another video by Nations. Very funny, very informative, and I really like that how Bryson has adapted to his condition and just learned to live with it and has been able to just find the bright side in having this condition. Because let's be real, sometimes you have a condition, it can be really difficult to live with, whether we're talking about like a vision issue or your neurodivergence or you're unusually tall or unusually short. Sometimes it's not easy to be different from the norm, you know? Sometimes it's hard. But it's nice to see that Bryson has been able to live with it and be able to enjoy it. And I encourage anyone out there who has some obviously noticeable difference to try to enjoy who you are and make the best of it. So overall, great video. And let me know in the comments below. Do you know anyone who has a particular birth defect like Bryson or something completely different? And if so, how do they live with it? And if you guys have any other recommendations for future Nations reactions, let me know in the comments below as well. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!